Hey everybody, I think I'm on microphone. I'm actually checking my live stream settings right now to make sure it's working. I'll pitch everybody soon on the premise here, but I have to make sure this live stream's actually working. Okay, that sounds pretty good. All right, welcome everybody. So today, I didn't have time to do my next door fortress video yet, so I figured I might as well do it live while I do have time. And just chat with y'all. So the premise for the next door fortress video is that we are going to do free range demons. We are going to tap into hell. We're prepared to do that, as you can see, and we are going to. It's going to be really tough. So it should be a learning experience. What I'm going to do is I'm going to uncork the circus, uncork heck, and get all the demons out, and then, but they're going to be in a isolated part of my fortress. Ooh, I didn't think of this. I'm already thinking of the challenges and the solutions. I can't release them into a cavern because I'll lose track of them. So the idea is these dwarves are going to be safe, most of them. I'll probably have to sacrifice a few, but most of these dwarves will be safe and continue to live in a little bubble fortress while we slowly do a mega project in which we tap into hell, let all the clowns out, and then slowly and safely move them up, up, up until we release them into the sky, into the everything here. So that's what we got cooking. So it's gonna be two encapsulated bubbles where the dwarves basically reach out in protected, controlled ways, and then actually, hang on, let me pull up my live stream so I can see the chat as well. Uh, it's probably gonna fail. This will be like a pretty big mega project because it's gonna be like creating bubbles, controlled bubbles of demons, and then moving that bubble slowly in a controlled way up until we release them into the sky, and then at that point, my dwarves will be completely underground, never to return to the surface that they just poisoned by letting out a whole bunch of demons. I've always wanted to do that. I've always wondered if it was possible. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody else has done that, but yeah, I had the idea, so I'm gonna go for it. My dwarves are pretty religious, so I'm gonna try to do this religion little mini quest for them as well. But let's try to stay focused and make some progress on this quest on the thing I defined. We also have enemies on hard, so I have some footage I'll show you guys probably in the next video where we're just beating up forgotten beasts. My militia is pretty dang good. I play in general. I play with fast dwarf, but then for combat to make it fair and make it good footage, I turn the dwarves back to the normal speed, so it is a fair fight. But because they train in fast motion, of course, they are more skilled than they should be. All right, let's do one thing at a time. All right, one thing at a time, and that first thing is pull up my live stream so I can read chat. And then the second thing is, I guess I got to get this temple complex done. So we may as well work on that. But we can punish them by making them live right down in the circus. Although I shouldn't set up meeting areas here if I'm going to tap into hell here, because it's going to take up, I'm going to have to make a bottleneck somewhere and then use, what are they called? What is it called? I have to pull it up here. Burrows. I'm gonna have to use burrows to like pulse dwarves to safe areas and then lock down the part of the fortress I'm gonna sacrifice to the clowns, and then let the clowns in, and then work from there. With good luck tonight, maybe we can make some progress on that. Let's see. Let me pull up this. Hope everybody's Friday is going good. Hope people have weekends planned and they're feeling good about it. All right, I do have chat up now, so if you talk to me, I should be able to see it. Okay. All right, and we're back now, both hands on the Dwarf Fortress machine. Okay. So yeah, maybe I shouldn't make the temple down here since we're probably gonna have to sacrifice that to the clown. So let's real quick. Oh man, what was the petition? Worshipping raucous dust phantoms. So here's a little tip for like if you're what am I trying to say? Setting up temples for dwarves. They won't be satisfied if you set up a temple just to worship raucous dust phantoms. That won't count for this little quest. It has to be for the Coven of Burials. So like they don't. It's like say, for example, some Christians come up and they're like, hey, we want a church to worship Jesus Christ. You can't just say, okay, here's a church to worship Jesus Christ. It has to be Methodist, or it has to be Baptist, or Catholic, or whatever they specifically prefer, or they're not going to count it, which is a little greedy, but I guess the heart wants what it wants. You can see I'm not hacking my happiness right now. There's a few people who are upset from being haunted by ghosts. This is kind of a deadly fortress. A lot of them are dying. Um, it's one of those kind of high yield where it's like lots of migrants from lots of trade, but also you got to manage the ghosts. So there's a few haunted people, but most people are really happy. It's a healthy fortress. All right, well, let me quickly get this temple up, and then I'm going to try not to get distracted and really make progress on this free range demon thing, because if I don't get focused on it, it's never going to happen. It's going to be one of my... All right, so Rakos Dust Phantoms is the god of death, and it has 70 worshippers, but what we want is the Coven of Burials, which is, I guess, it has fewer followers, but they take it more seriously. So we'll get him some performers and a high priest. I'll recognize the high priest. Assign somebody random, because it's all made up anyway. And High Phantom and Holy Oblivion. That's cool. That's a cool religion. So I guess we'll just make it nice. And we'll put a bunch of crap in there so that it's of sufficient value. It's going to be a bed. It's going to be a sleeping temple. And it looks like it's already been satisfied, so great. So I'm going to save now, focus on demons. And we're really going to do it. Only thing that can break my concentration again is if I literally got distracted while saying that, is if there's another Forgotten Beast or a cool invasion or something, then we'll turn off Fast Dwarf and we'll focus on that, because that's always good footage. We're having kind of a tough winter over here. It's very cold. Very dry air, things like that. Alright, so officially not getting distracted. So we have uncovered some gemstone walls, but okay, yeah, right here. See right here, yellow diamonds and rubies all right next to each other. So that's actually good, because here's a natural bottleneck. So that's perfect for our purposes. So let's elongate that bottleneck. And then if we can just tap into hell right here and have them behind some stuff, then we're Gucci, as the kids say. Alright, let's see. Where are my floodgates? Oh yeah, there we go, okay. So we'll make it floodgate controlled, and then we can also put up some, if I haven't blocked them already, we can put some doors, because in the new Steam versions, like, doors are indestructible last I checked, but they've also, the dev team, both Dwarf Fortress and DF Hack, have been working really fast and hard on updates, so it's possible at all times that my knowledge is out of date. So we'll do both just to be safe. Put a lever here, and then we can dig down into it from like up here, and we'll figure it out. We'll slowly pipe the demons up. So let's see. Oh yeah, they're blocked because of the floodgates. Yeah, that tracks. That tracks. So what we have to do first is, where's that lever I was waiting on? Just link them and then we can get them out of the way. Oh. It's not suspended. Yeah, just do it already. The fortress is really, really deep, even though I have staircases. Like, it takes a while for them to actually get down here if they're not already down here. If they're doing something on the surface. So we'll just be patient for a second. That's perfect too, because there's already like rotten remains over here. Oh yeah, this is a Forgotten Beast that we killed. So you can see there's Might Monster Goo. So yeah, that's a Forgotten Beast we just killed. That's perfect. That can be in there with the demons. Alright, first lever's up. We'll link. Oh, I have no mechanisms. Stand by. Rock mechanisms forever. I usually do that as a standing order, because like, if you have a lot of wasted rock, just turn it all into mechanisms, why not? Alright, while we wait for them to do that, let's see what everybody else is doing. Most people are chilling. That angers me, actually. I'm gonna pulse them all down here by just insisting on smooth stone. And everyone's assigned to do that in my fortress, so you can see they all hop to it. Give you a little tour from the surface down. as we follow this guy. It's a big fortress. I've been working on this one for quite a while now, I want to say. I want to say I started like I stopped the world generation started in like 97 or something. So it's been like 4 years, I guess, something like that. All right, so now this trap stuff should be ready. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. All right, so now we got. Oh, actually, the bottleneck on this is going to be if the manager. Yeah, he approved it. So we should have mechanism now. So we'll go link, boop, link, boop. And we really only need one. I didn't need to make it double wide, but prioritize it. Oh yeah, I might be able to show you guys demons tonight, actually. I plan to spend some time like searching for this studded gemstone wall, but I actually saw it. It's right here. It's very uh, luckily positioned. Cool. Even the start of my live stream was how it should be. That's perfect. Why are people Whoa, you know, okay, if you watch my last video, I told you about how, first of all, it seems like things are in cages when they shouldn't be. But I told you in the last video about how this fortress is just flooding constantly. It doesn't help that this, like, naked block of river is in here. It's actually crazy. I think I kind of hacked this river to do something, and I think it's broken now, because when that floods, that should really, really flood, but it never does. But the aquifers are become a problem again, so we're going to cheat, because we're focused, because we're doing this for the interesting stories. And it's not interesting to clean up the water right now, so we're going to just use DF hack and get those dwarves not drowning again. Boop. A huge cheat. You can see it's immediately refilling with water, but that should help. And then the starving, yeah, I have things in cages that shouldn't be in cages, and they're not being tended to, apparently. I should figure that out. Not getting distracted. All right. We said we weren't going to get distracted, so we're back. So we're going to pull this lever. Still waiting on it. That's odd. That's a little strange. Let's try this one just to see if anything's different. I'm gonna have to pull some down here. Again, this is like 100 levels below where a lot of the normal stuff, you know, people just wandering around is. Like, this is the top. I'm taking you all the way down. So it is quite a journey down to heck to pull a lever, but hopefully now there's enough that will now prioritize, I would think. Do I have to, like, assign more mechanics? That's not a... Yeah, anyone should do it, right? Am I missing a setting? Why is it... It got suspended. I haven't played in a while. Getting messy. Let's see. Not suspended. So it should be fine. I should really do it soon. I know the suspension's killing me. Alright, so now we'll pull a lever. That one's still not done, but whatever, we have one. We'll get the doors up, and yeah, we're gonna sacrifice some unlucky dwarf to just pop this open. Because I want to see what's in there. I want to see what we're working with. And then these should happen. Thank you. These doors should happen is what I meant to say. And they are. And so what we'll do is we'll forbid the doors, and if that doesn't stop the demons, we might have to reload because it'll be too late at that point. But we can shut the floodgates. Let's just play it by ear. So, ready for breach. I get up, up. Sorry, guys. Let me get another little can of something. I've been smoking cigarettes again, which is like an on and off habit for the last 10 years of my life. But it's time for it to be off again because I'm getting a smoker's cough and that's no good. It's not as fun as it used to be, which is when you should usually. Oh, wait. Let's not pull that lever yet. Let's just go. We made a save split, so let's just go effing crazy and dig right in. I probably shouldn't have sent that many dwarves. That's going to be an unnecessary sacrifice. I might have to reload. But let's see. See how long it takes before it pops. Alright, it's full of magma for starters. This is too much. Yeesh, oh my gosh. Did I like tap into the magma lake? Am I like the dumbest person ever? I might have to try that again. Because this is definitely the vein, but it's too much magma now. I have to be surgical about this. Wow, that is just a nightmare. I'll let it play out just for you guys. See, there's a lot of nice jewels in there, but everyone and everything is burning. And it's kind of not cool. Oh, you know what I could do? Kind of late for that, but I am feeling like we're doing it live. Let's just go crazy. Because I do just want to show you. So, and we can always, save scum if it's too much. But let's use that liquids GUI that we used before and just insist that there is no magma. See what happens. Is it cool? Is that good? Alright, the drawers are gonna come back. That is weird, like full of magma. Oh yeah, I heard in like the new updates they add like a lot of challenges will be full of magma or full of water, because the idea, yeah, like that, it's full of water over there. Because like the idea is like it's not a surprise anymore to like tap directly into hell. It's like a challenge. It's supposed to be like, hey, treasure of the gods, bonus. I might save this. Treasure of gods. So yeah, they added more like final road bumps, like checks, to make it like a big long project where you're fighting through this rich gemstone adamantium vein, and like you're rising to the challenge of magma and floods and monsters and all kinds of stuff, little things happening. But uh, yeah, I'm just trying to demonstrate this. Like I said, this is more of like a stupid dwarf trick stunt channel, so we're just doing it any way that works. So cool. So we found the treasure of the gods is a large booming metal greaves. Booming metal is one of the magical angelic metals, or otherworldly metals. And greaves are iron pants, basically armor pants. So we'll take that. That's pretty good. See if we can maybe get that out. If okay, yeah, let's get everything out and let this stabilize actually, because I don't want to lose too many guys, but we did actually get a lot of gemstones and treasure out of that. So that was pretty good. Okay, it looks like this guy's hurt. No, he's fine. He's just sleeping. This guy's problem. He's laying on the ground. Anyway, or somebody in that stack is. Anyway, whatever. Should set a burrow to get them all out of there. Whatever. We're just getting weird with it. This is a stunt channel. And I do have like over 100 dwarves, so this could even be the canon way that we do this. Oh, yeah, the bottom of my screen is cut off. I just realized. Sorry, guys. You're seeing like the top of my screen only. You're missing like the last inch or two, but there's not too much happening down there. Although you can't match my like my mouse and keyboard movements as closely, but I think it's okay. So this area is now secured. Vein. Oh, the vein continues this way. That's crazy. Well, let's keep going. I want to show you guys these demons. And and get them like actually placed so that I can start my little puzzle of working them safely to the surface. All right, let's try again. Great, everybody is still happy. Let's see what the two least happy people. And sorry, I'm getting distracted again, but haunted by the dead, basically. The only two people who are not feeling good today were recently haunted by the dead, which is understandable. All right, so let's do. So it seems like we got adamantine, but did not breach hell. But we are in the right area because we're getting all these little checks. You know, little challenges like magma and surprise things. Oy vey, all right. So we'll go gooey. We're really cheating this. I'm rushing it for y'all because I'm in a Friday mood. So we're gonna go. No, I know you said that was full of magma and a huge challenge I'd have to overcome, but I disagree. Although it disagrees with me too, it's still flooding it with magma. Interesting. Interesting. We are getting a lot of good gems out of this. We should start cutting those. We're already cutting gems. Let's put a gem cutter right here though, because we got a lot of nice gems right here. It would also be great to secure that legendary grief, those legendary greaves and things. So let's do like this. And maybe dwarves will start carrying stuff out. So I thought this would be time consuming in a different way, like in terms of just finding the vein, but the vein missions are so uh, like developed now that I'm basically just doing the missions even though I found it right away. And what's over here? This is a magma. What does that mean? This is a magma. Is that a new item I don't know about? It's like this white chalk item. Oh, is that like the item melting? That's me like losing the item. It like changes from a gemstone, or that's something new. I think it changes into something as it melts, and maybe you can still save it. Yeesh, I'm making a mess. But I insist on tapping hell unless Fortress continues to outsmart me. Interesting, it's right above this Magma Sea, too. Oh, I should be looking at the Magma Sea. Okay, so this is the vein. This is how we get into hell. The only way. Okay, and yeah, see this structure? That's the way down. And apparently hell is still several. It's still like at least. Like this is the first level I think we could actually hit it. So. Let's see, I think it's already melty, but let's try digging straight down. Maybe we can get a little bit closer in the vein to it. And lots of people are missing. I'm okay with that in this case. Sorry, little cage guys. I'm gonna figure. Maybe I can make a pit real quick and promise not to get distracted, but I always do. All right, we're gonna pit, and this is a safe pit. It just goes down the hill a little bit. We're gonna pit all the wild animals in cages. Just try to get fewer notifications. Okay, she wants beds. That's fine. Make beds for the noble real quick. And pitting animals so they're back outside. All right, back to this. What is going on? Everyone's done, they're not coming back? Interesting. Oh, maybe I have to set. No, it is. It's one priority. They should. Very strange. At least the greaves are now safely in a stockpile. It's nice. Who's injured? Poor little guy. Eesh. Got his hand crushed. Eesh. Alright. Uh-oh. Man, so much drama. So, a human was trying to steal. What even item is that? Sorry, we're getting distracted, guys. We might not actually breach hell today. We made good progress, though. That's what's important. That was my main goal. I wasn't sure what was going to happen tonight. So what did he say? The action of knighting. So he wants this helmet. And just an iron hat. But who was that guy? Is he in my other list now? We have ghosts. Oh man, I gotta go slower. True to my word, let's turn off Fast Dwarf. 0-0. And fight him fairly. And then, yeah, sorry guys. We did make progress, but I'm not sure I'm actually going to be able to tap into hell today. Let's follow him so we can see what he's doing. So he's mad. He really wants this iron helmet. He's willing to kill for it. He's getting his ass kicked. He fell down. Oh, it still says he's healthy, but he did fall down. And first person to confront him has 3 kills, including a Forgotten Beast. And is a decent killer, so let's see. Oh, did he get her? Nope, they're still fighting. Teeth flew everywhere, as you can see. Did something die? Oh man, my dwarf got his teeth knocked out. Alright, don't worry, I'm gonna auto-heal everybody who survives. In fact, no, I gotta make it fair first. If somebody dies in combat, then they're dead. But after this, I'm gonna do a godly heal of everyone. Alright, he's dead. Ooh, we got a silver battle axe. We'll take that. That'll be the tax for digging around. Alright. And then, now I'll do a full heal. This is a useful one if you use the attack. Full heal all. Just makes every dwarf the picture of health again. Production mandate. We still didn't do... Do we have a manager? Are we making beds? Do we have no wood? What's going on? We definitely have carpenters, but maybe only a few. I don't know. Maybe nobody's in our carpenter workshop. We haven't made anything in wood with wood for a while because we have magma forges. But we'll harvest a little wood, and we're getting very distracted. Let's see. And they're not locked out, but nobody ever came back into this room. Oh, dude, did I hack it too much? This sometimes happens. If you hack it too much, then the dwarves' pathing becomes different than, like, what you're seeing. So, like, I removed all that lava, but some little trip in the code has blocked all those squares as, like, no, this is lava, the dwarves are not going to path through it, and I didn't correct it, I didn't handle it correctly, because now the game is waiting for, like, the lava to subside, and it disappeared, so it's never going to subside. Oh no, so now I messed up the pathing. The pathing in this vein is going to be wrong forever. Oh man, so yeah, I might have to either dig in a different way or just revert back to... Yeah, that's why it's happening. Or revert back to an earlier save, because I did too much gooey liquids and now the dwarves are not going in there because they're confused. Let me try, I'm going to try one quick fix and just give them a new path that might encourage them to, like... Try again, and then we can seal this off again, but let's see if that fixes it at least. Alright, they picked up this job at least. Alright guys, yeah, when I make this actual video, I'll have to... it'll probably be less done than I always promise, because I always make less progress than I think, but I'll probably have to work on this offline to get it where it should be. It's also just a very deep fortress. Oh, let me turn fast warp back on. I was like, why is this taking so long? Because I'm stupid. Okay. No, wait, I'm not even that bad, actually. Because now it's working. Okay, it's not ruined, it's not ruined. But it is more magma straight down. But I can dig straight down, which means... Alright, do I keep pushing my luck? I got a warning on that gooey liquids thing, but should also seal this before I dig any more. I'm out of control. All right. So we'll seal that again. We're going to try one more gooey liquids. Gonna go. Yeah, they really get in your way with magma and water now. Cool, tetrahedrite amulet. Man, my doors are being really productive while I'm doing the dumbest thing imaginable. All right, guys, I'll probably call it at that. I need to think more about this, keep working on it, and I will make a proper video when I've got something better to show you. Thank you for joining me, and yeah, have a good night.